sweetheart. Saltworks, 1815, 1845. Saltworks. Yeah, saltworks. If we don't have enough salt and we sweat, we die. We must have salt. All this business about salt's bad for you. They just make things up. They really do. Yeah, I'm back home now, sweetheart. Oh, today I've had some fun. I really have. Did you meet the witch doctor, Joseph? Well, Eve, which doctor? Because there was another one today. There was another one today. I tore a piece of her. Oh man, I did. Let me have one of these. You want one? Nice. Oh, yeah, lovely. Yeah, lovely jam. I don't like the pips. I just squash it out. Take all the juices. Oh. Oh. I'll come back tomorrow and get them. These fruits, they come in different seasons. They give so many. Then the others come forward. The red ones, can you see? They get bigger. And once they're as big as that, they turn with the sun. One more. Excuse me, sweetheart. Oh, vitamin C. So much vitamin C in that. Oh. Oh, look at that. Tried to trip me up there. You bastard. Aye. I've experienced something like that before, sweetheart. Round me head. I've got the holes to prove it. I'll show you. I'll show you. Anyway, I can't tell you what, not in public, but I said very much the same to her, and she was so annoyed with me because, you know, her attitude was, I'm a doctor. Anyway, she came in and she stood next to us. There was two nurses. She says, hello there, Mr. Wiseman. I says, hi. I says, how are you? I says, are you a doctor? She says, oh yes, sir. I'm the doctor. I thought, fucking hell. She says, I know you didn't get on with but do you think you're alright with me? I says, well actually, I know you. She says, how do you know me? I says, well, I was in here 5 years ago, so I know you. She says, hey, you can remember me of 5 years ago? I says, yes. Aye. She says, well, am I all right? I says, and then she started spouting off her fucking shit. Like the other fucking false prophet of doom. So, I just tore a strip or two off her. And the two nurses were so shocked. But I think they were actually pleased at what I did, because I've exposed that bastard. And I kept saying to her, I want you to answer me a question. I says, are you here to save lives or kill people? And she spoke off for something else. I said, look, I've asked you a simple question, and I repeated it again. And so she did the same again. She fudged the answer and wouldn't give us the answer. Why not? Is she not there to save lives? Could she not just admit that, yes, I'm here to save lives? She daren't admit that because I was going to have her for what she was intending doing. So I said to her, I'm watching you like a hawk. Every single thing that you do, I want to know everything you're doing. I'm going to monitor you, and if you step out of line and you do the wrong thing, I'm coming for you in a big way. And she went, oh, and she went fucking crazy. I says, oh, I've had enough of you. She says, no, she says, let me have my say. I says, no, I says, I'm sick of hearing the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to the door, right? And the door's locked. I says, let me out now. She says, no, just give me a little bit more time just to take... So I says, right, this is the last time. I says, carry on. And she starts repeating the same thing over and over again. I says, look, I've had enough of you. She says, no, just... I says, listen, sweetheart. She says, because I was going to say, I'm going now, open that door. She says, I've called you sir all this time. Do not say to me, sweetheart. I says, right, I've had enough of you. Open the door now. And so the door was opened and off I went. She's shaking in her boots right now. Shaking in her boots. So anyway, sweetheart, I just thought I'd update you what actually happened today. And I will. I'll do exactly what I say. I said to her also, I says, look, and I told her what this hospital did to me. One of your high-ranking doctors gave me something for my heart, because my heart was racing over 200 beats per minute. And I said to her, one of these high doctors in here gave me a drug called flecainide. I says, and it fucked my thyroid up. I didn't swear. I says, me T cells just went sky high. And my heart was so erratic, they thought I was going to die that night. Yeah, when I was in the hospital, when I was in intensive care. So I told her that. I says, I want you. I says, so he gave me a tablet that made it 10 times worse, me heart. And this is what you do in this hospital. I want you, I said, I want you to tell me every single thing that you give my daughter I want you to put it down on writing, and I'm going to check what you were doing. I'm monitoring I'm watching every single thing, what you're all doing. And then I was, I was just in between things, you know. But then I went, obviously, I went and I left them in shock. So there'll be a meeting right now about what I've said, because there was 2 witnesses. But I said nothing wrong. I said, what she was basically saying was, I've called you sir, and don't you call me sweetheart, right? So I'm not allowed to call her sweetheart. She was really saying, I'm the doctor, respect me. Fuck off, I don't respect you. You haven't earned my respect, arsehole. So this is me, sweetheart. When I have to be, I will be who I've always been. I was like this a long time ago, and I'm still the same. I'll never change. And but with the ones I love, I give so much love, and you will never ever see that side of me, sweetheart. You will never, because my love for you is so great. I couldn't harm you at all. I couldn't. There's an apple tree behind there, can you see it? Yeah, see that? I'm just turning. But you've got all these barbs. Look how long that's grown. Look at that. The creepers. They're up right round somebody's head here. Oof, you fucker. I remember. I've got the fucking horse to prove it. Excuse me, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. Night's black night. The black night. And the beautiful purple flower. If somebody comes, so I'll go now. So I'll upload this and talk to you straight away. See ya.